Hello, and welcome to In Focus. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network, and we love him very much. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump, UConn men's basketball star Jake Voskel. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large and small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, a slip and fall, a car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut, and he will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, of all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week at 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he takes boys and girls in the sport of their choice, helps them to reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. He has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. If you want to work with the best, go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. Down south, we have Julius Williams and the Trench Mob. Julius trains offensive and defensive linemen in Decatur, Georgia, down by the Atlanta area. Julius competes in 5v5 tournaments with his kids, and they also go to college showcase camps. Proud to say they were undefeated in every 5v5 tournament they competed in, and every college showcase camp they attended, a member of the Trench Mob was offered a college scholarship. Julius has sent kids to schools like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. The best of the best. So if you want to work with Julius, go to his website. It's www.battleofthetrenches.com. And remember, we have the Trench Mob show at Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. You can see the best linemen in the country. And James Whitfield of Luther James Insurance is one of our newest sponsors. For the last 3 years, James has dedicated himself to the art of financial planning. He specializes in insurance policies, life insurance, retirement planning. James understands the frustration and the stress that comes with thinking about retirement. How much am I going to need? For how long? Do I have enough? Because fear of the unknown is real. And as Rob often says, retirement is not an age, it's a dollar amount. So you can check out James and his website, www.lutherjamesinsurance.com. Now for the man of the hour, Mr. Robb Hill of R Hill Enterprises, Inc. He is an author, he is a minister, and he is going to provide you with a wonderful presentation that is going to blow your mind about different things you can do with your money. And again, Rob is all about having your money work for you and prevent it from the income was the income reduction service. We got to keep it away from them. So, Rob, we'll turn it over to you.
Well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to be able to share with you what I have learned over the years. And thank my Lord and Savior Jesus for allowing me to be in this space. Okay? So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you guys a presentation called Safe Alternatives to the Stock Market. Okay.
Which is huge.
I'm going to share my screen. Let me blow this up, get this to the slideshow. I'm going to come back. Did you disappear? Did I? No. All right. I'm going to present, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing it now. Share screen. Okay.
Is it a PowerPoint or?
Yes.
Oh, I see it. You got it. It's coming up right here. Make it bigger. Just make sure you got control of it. Okay, perfect.
Okay, you see it?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. So now I'm going to go through this thing, and like I say every time, there's a lot of information here. So make sure that you got a short pencil and some paper, okay? Because a short pencil is better than a long memory. All right.
And no, we always got it recorded, so people can always watch, and it's up on Spotify as well, so people can always go back and take notes.
Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, safe alternatives to the stock. We keep moving here.
Guys, just so you know, any questions, hold off because we're going to do one show that'll be a question answer period in a few weeks. So I don't have to interrupt Rob every time. I don't want to screw him up on his presentation.
Okay, we got it. Everybody can see our living resources?
Yes, sir.
All right. Inflation, which is a lie. Okay, things are not costing more, your dollar's getting weaker. ERISA, the Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974, which I think is a misnomer because it should be called the Employer Retirement Income Security Act of 1974, because what it did was it basically made every W-2 wage earner an investor. Health and increasing life expectancy. Now that's critical. It used to be people, when they retired, they lived on average 18 months in retirement. That figure has changed to 18 years, and the market cannot sustain that. Okay.
Can I ask, when you say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, 18 months, is that as of when this says 1974, or I'm just curious, is when
Caterpillar did a study back in the 70s, and they found that the average person that worked there for 30 years and retired lived on average for 18 months in retirement.
Okay? Well, that's convenient.
Right. But see, now people are living 18 years in retirement. And see, that's not sustainable, because everything that your employer gives to you comes from the bottom line. So it's dipping into the profits. Businesses don't go into business to take care of you in your old age. They go into business to make money now. So now with them having to pay your health insurance and all this kind of stuff for 18 months, that was feasible. But for 18 years, get out of town. It's not happening. That's why they put ERISA in, to make you responsible for your own retirement. And then they give you this thing called a 401k, which I will let you know it was not meant to be a retirement vehicle.
Yes.
Okay. That's just one of the legs on the stool. What ERISA did was it took the burden of retirement off of the employer and placed it squarely on the back of the employee and didn't tell them about it. Okay. You look at all those people in the Enron, the WorldCom, and all this kind of stuff, they had no idea that they would get to the cupboard and the cupboard would be bare. All right.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, these people, they get to this place called retirement, man, and they realize,
and there's nothing there.
I can't just live on Social Security when they've been working for 40 years and they look good, they smell good, and they flat broke. Okay. Why? Because we live in a give it to me now society. It's a microwave society. Everybody wants everything now. So people don't save anymore. They just go out and buy things on credit.
They do. I can't remember the percentage of people that live beyond their means.
They dig the hole deeper and deeper and deeper. I had a mentor one time tell me, he said, Steve, he said, Rob, when you find yourself in a hole, put the shovel down.
Wow. That's another line I'm going to have to use.
Put the shovel down, my brother.
Put the shovel.
Then we got the need for proper planning. What is proper planning? The first gem that I would like to drop on everyone is simply this. A portion of all that you earn is yours to keep. Okay? You got to pay yourself first. And then you don't take that money and go buy some car or something that's going to lose value. What you got to do is you got to learn how to turn those dollars into soldiers and make them go out and take prisoners. Okay?
Absolutely.
That's another conversation, but we're going to keep moving here. Sufficient retirement funds. Now, a lot of people, when I say retirement or when anybody says retirement, they think in terms of time.
Correct.
Retirement is not an age. Retirement is a financial position. There it is right there. You must learn how to have money working for you. Because there's going to come a time when you cannot get up and get out there and get that money.
No.
Okay. There will come a time.
Yeah.
So compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Albert Einstein said that. And if you don't know what compound interest is, it is simply this: interest on top of interest. Okay. That's the simplest form of it right there. Mm-hmm. The rule of 72, you need to familiarize yourself with that. What is the difference between qualified and non-qualified plans? A lot of people, this just blows right by them because, whatever. We're going to just let life take care of itself. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Your life ain't going to take care of itself. Okay. No. See, life will beat you down if you let it.
Right? And it does.
And I'll let you guys in on another little secret too. Life is not fair.
No.
Okay.
Furthest thing from fair.
All right. So we got qualified plans. We're going to go into this so that you will be able to know what someone is talking about when they talk about this. The term qualified, when applied to annuities, refers to the tax status of the source of funds used for purchasing the annuity. These are premium dollars that have qualified for IRS exemption from income taxes. Key: the whole payment received each month from qualified money is taxable since income taxes have not been paid on these funds. Now, do you think that taxes are going to go up or down next year? Okay. I mean, that's just a question to put on this thing right now, because you can take this money that's not taxed now and put it into a fund and have it grow and then get taxed when you start to use it. Okay. But there are many loopholes. Remember I told you guys about the golden rule?
You did, yes.
Yeah. He who has the gold makes the rules. Did I go back? I went back. Oh, here we go. Qualified plans are funded with pre-tax dollars and grow tax deferred, not tax exempt, tax deferred. Meaning they're going to come back later. Okay. Yeah. For tax, qualified annuity plans, the IRS generally requires that all policyholders begin receiving payments from their policies the year they reach age 70 and a half, or if later, the year they retire. Okay. So now, who are these bureaucrats deciding to tell us what to do? Ronald Reagan said it best. It is better for you to make your own decisions and have some posse of bureaucrats making decisions for you in some far-off land they don't even know how you live in. Okay?
Rob, what is considered like retirement? Like, is it something like I announce, like, hey, I'm retiring. or I'm quitting my job, or I was just curious about that. Somebody
No.
asked that last week, so I
Okay.
just
Okay.
was
Well,
curious
see, a
declaring it.
lot of people when they're on that level right there, they
Yeah,
think of retirement in terms of age.
the age, correct.
Right. They're thinking in terms of age. See, if you had the money, you could retire yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So see, retirement is not an age, it is a financial position. And a lot of people, they're looking for these pensions. I mean, outside of the government, okay, outside of the government, the private sector
Yes.
has everything. I mean, just totally dismantled defined benefit, and everything is into defined contribution now. Okay. Defined
Yeah.
benefit was where they're going to pay you X amount of dollars every month until you die. Defined contribution is where you
have to.
got to do it. Okay.
Yes.
But see, they didn't tell people this.
No.
They said, look, you got these different choices right here. You can get into this 401k right here like this, and everything's going to go like this. But then you remember 2008.
I yes, very well.
I mean, but that's where the market tanked.
That's
Everything tanked. All those people who had their money in these 401ks and all this kind of stuff, they became 201ks or 101ks.
That's true. It's a great term.
Okay. And so how do you avoid doing that? See, if your employer was truly giving you a retirement option, they're going to contribute to it, they would let you choose what it is you want to put it in.
And they don't do that.
No, they give you the idea that you've got choices, but they're all their choices.
Right.
Right? They're all their choices. And regardless to the fact of whether it gains money or loses money or anything like that, the hedge fund managers get paid regardless.
Yes.
Okay, regardless. All right. So let's continue on here. Qualified plans may come from corporate sponsored retirement funds, contribution plans, okay? 401k, baby. Lump sum distributions from retirement funds such as IRAs, individual retirement accounts, steps, simplified employee pension plans, 403b, that's the government, NP universities and all that. 457 plans, that's state and federal. And the 401k, that, hello?
Yeah, I got you back. Okay.
Oh, okay. How long have I been out?
Oh, you were out for like 10 minutes. That's why I sent another link. I didn't know if the link wasn't working or whatever.
Oh, you did, man. I didn't know. I was
That's
talking.
okay. That's okay. Just I can edit it. Just put your presentation back up. It just happened to get removed. And we'll it's fine. I'll edit it. We'll be good to go.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to. I think 10 minutes. That's probably back to page 45.
Yeah. I know exactly where you were at, so I can edit it. It's no problem.
Let me get back to where I can see you here. Okay, now I can see you, right? Yeah. So
just put your presentation back up.
All right.
If you just click, it's the same thing. The slides. Okay. I think you had. Yeah. There.
I pulled up the wrong one. That's the
okay.
Wrong one.
Okay.
How do I close that? Yeah, close that one.
I can take that out.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry. Fuck. All right.
Okay, now we're back again.
Sorry about that. I kicked you.
I'm a technological dinosaur. Okay.
No, it was my fault. I kicked you instead of the presentation.
Okay.
All right, you pull up the right presentation now.
Let me put this back up.
You're good. You didn't lose any audience, which is crazy.
All right. I gotta go to
people are asking me to keep going. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Let me find.
Say, keep on going, Cully. I don't know if you want me to keep going.
So that was we were just doing safe alternatives to the stock market.
Yes, that was the one.
Yes. So now I'm pulling that back up.
Okay.
Slideshow. Now we're going back to the here, and then I present.
Correct.
Why does it keep popping up with that? That's not the one I want. Here we go. We'll just go to this right here. Can you see my screen?
I cannot see your screen just yet. Okay. What you can do is you see the little camera icon on the bottom. There's a
Yes.
plus. So
Yes.
click the plus screen, and then slides and PDFs.
Wait, okay. You mean on the little monitor here?
The very bottom where there's a microphone, a camera, plus screen. So
okay, the plus screen.
Yeah, click the plus screen, click slides and PDFs.
Okay.
And that should give you the option to pull up the presentation that you want, because that should say share screen, and then
it's got me choosing the one that I want to put up now.
Yeah. And if you have a problem, it's not a big deal. Just you can send it to me, and I'll share it, and then I can click through it for you when you tell me to change.
I'm looking.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see how it did last time. Because you use slides and PDFs, right? That was the last one you used.
Right.
Okay. Share screen. Window, entire screen. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I don't see my. I got my presentation open on my computer.
Okay. So it's open on your computer. Yes. So you should be able to do share screen. Try share screen, see if window, if it comes up there.
What you say do what now?
If you click on share screen, and then you click on share screen, and then
there's nothing that says share screen. It says present.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. So when you click present, does it say share screen or no?
Yes.
Okay. So click on share screen.
Okay.
And then it'll say share screen again. Click that. All right. And then it should say Microsoft Edge Chat. Oh, there you go. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll pull it up for you. There you go.
All right.
And you got control of it. Beautiful.
Well, we were about in the 40s.
Yeah, I know exactly where you are. You can go back. Oh, yeah, you were right here. Yes.
No, that's the beginning.
Yep, keep going. All right, yeah, I think you got the 70 lump sum IRAs. All right, I think you were right here.
Actually, I was quite a ways past this.
You were, okay.
I was about in the 40s.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So we just
the fixed annuities. Okay, I got you.
Okay, we're getting close now. So
I got you. Okay, no problem. Oh, this is perfect. Okay.
Here we go.
All right, so I'll be able to edit it. Perfect.
Okay. How can I assure my money will be available when I need it? How can I get some of my money out without paying penalties or charges? These fixed annuities provide a lot of protection and a lot of options as far as
okay, which I have learned.
Right. So see, liquidity. The problem with most financial accounts charge penalties for withdrawals before maturity on the entire account.
That's what I can't believe.
So you got $1 million portfolio there, and you take out 10,000. They're still gonna charge you for the 1 million, even though you're only taking out. The ability to withdraw money when needed without paying excessive penalties or losing up to 6 months of interest. This is what the protections annuities afford. Fixed annuities afford, not variable annuities. Okay, so there we are. That's some, I don't know why I get all these different spam marketing things, but anyway.
Oh yeah, I get them too.
Annuities have many guaranteed flexible withdrawal options. Guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. You take money out without paying any penalties or charges. That's a beautiful thing. Federal income taxes. The problem. Federal income tax. Interest earned on checking accounts, CDs, stock mutual funds, except for special tax-free funds, bond mutual funds, T-bills, dividends on common stock, and all are taxable by the federal government each year when interest is credited, even if it's not taken out.
Now, let me ask you this, because I have a political guy who is dead set. He believes that within the next 2 years, Trump is going to eliminate income tax across the board. Do you believe that?
Oh, yes. That's what I voted for.
Okay. So
yes.
right. All right.
Oh, yes. Well, see,
I thought he was crazy, but okay.
What everybody needs to understand, and this is another presentation that I have, is that everything the government gives to the people, it must first take from the people, because government does not produce anything. Anything. Except we got our illustrious president right now, who's going back to the tariffs and all this kind of stuff, and it's leveling the playing field.
And he's manufacturing it within the United States, which is huge.
Right. That's the way things were. I went over that briefly in one of our other presentations about after World War II, the United States emerged as the world's supreme manufacturer and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
What happened? We get these politicians that have no idea how to make money, but they like to spend money.
No, they're not businessmen, like you said.
Right. That's what we need to. If you don't have a business, not even a lemonade stand, you got no business being in government.
You're right.
You got no business in government at all. This is a capitalist society. What does that mean? That means that we let the invisible hand determine who's in business. Like, check this out. All right. You see there's a big parade coming. And so you go to the nearest gas station and you buy 10 cases of Coke and you put it on ice and you stand right there on the path that the people are coming by and you put $5 for a can of cold Coke on the sign and you set it out there. Some people are going to come by and say $5. Man, I can buy a whole 6-pack for $5. And then some of the other people are going to say, well, it's cold and it's here right now. Let's do it.
I'm thirsty.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Now, the market determines if you're going to be a success or not. All right? Not some politician sitting back and say, well, if you sell those Cokes on the side of the road, man, you're going to have a trash can there. You're going to have this, that, and the other thing. Like it used to be, if you could cut hair, you just put a sign out in your front yard and say, haircuts, $10, right? The government said, no, we can't have him doing that. He got to have hot and cold running water. He got to have regulations 10 feet. You got to have 2 exits and all. I mean, they're just coming with all kinds of things to block you from going into business for yourself. Right?
Very true.
But I digress. That's another.
I know. Let's keep. I have a very important question to ask you, but I'm going to ask you at the end of this.
Okay. Well, let's keep moving through this thing. Now, the solution: interest income credited to your annuity is not currently taxable by the federal government each year. You will not pay taxes on your fixed annuity interest income until you take it out of your annuity, but usually at lower income tax rates because you are now in this space they call retirement. So the problem: state income tax, interest income earned on your checking accounts, your savings accounts, CDs, bond mutual funds, dividends on common stock, stock mutual funds, are all taxable in most states each year when interest is credited, even if you don't take it out. That's they got their hands in your pocket.
Taxed it? Jesus.
Yeah. Even when you don't take it out, they want their money. They want some of it. That's why we got to shrink this government down, man, and let them do the things only the government can do, like national defense, things like that. But I digress.
Yeah, I understand. Jeez.
The solution: interest credited to your annuity is not currently taxable in any state. You will not pay taxes on your fixed annuity interest income until you take it, usually at a lower income tax rate. So, how do I make sure my heirs will be protected? And you remember this goes back to that wills and trust.
Yes. The
Okay.
first presentation, yes.
Right? Yes. So the problem, probate costs, we talked about that in the last presentation. Administrative costs and fees usually average 8 to 10% of your assets. Now, why would you want to let somebody come in and take money that they didn't help you earn or didn't help you do anything to get, and now they want to take some? This is absolutely nuts. We have to watch who we are putting in office, but most of our elected officials are not elected; they are selected.
No, they're selected.
Yes.
They are.
So assets are not available to the heirs until the estate tax is approved until the estate is approved by the probate court. You can avoid that, like I said, with the wills and trusts.
With the trust, right.
Yes. Average time assets remain tied up in probate court is 1 to 2 years. Now, who got all that time to be sitting around waiting for somebody to decide, well, yeah, you're the heir and all that? You take care of all this stuff prior to death. Right? One of my drill instructors when I was in basic training, he made a real profound statement to me. We were getting ready to go on this forced road march, man, 12 miles, right? We're going to be walking up and down these hills in this hot sun, all this kind of stuff. And so we had to have these rucksacks, which have our supplies in them. And I was like, well, what do I need this for? I don't need this. Why we can't carry all this stuff? And my drill instructor, he said to me, Private Dizzy, it is better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Very true.
That has stuck with me. Okay. So what you do is you position yourself now, because in the event that you become incapacitated or pass, everything's taken care of, man, because it gets real ugly when family members get to pick who gets what and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, the devil is in the details. Okay. So we continue on here. Probate costs. All records of the assets are available to the general public. You mentioned that in our wills and trust. Remember you asked? Yep. So yes, if you don't have a will or a trust, this is what occurs.
It's all public.
Yep, all public, and anybody can challenge it. The court, in the absence of a will, transfers the assets to those family members as directed by law. Now, who knows what these laws state? Most people have no idea.
Well, they're always changing, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why they call them lawmakers. We should have. I mean, we got enough laws on the books right now. They should not be making no more damn laws.
Oh, they should.
We got 77,000 pages of tax code.
Oh my God.
Is that not? I mean, the people that are making the code don't even follow it.
Jesus.
They don't even follow it.
No, they don't.
Mm-mm. Laws for thee and not for me. Okay, but that's another presentation. Okay. Solution: a fixed annuity with a properly designated beneficiary other than your estate will bypass probate and eliminate all probate administrative costs, fees, delays, and publicity. That is a trust, ladies and gentlemen.
Like you said, yes.
At death, more of your money will go to those family members you choose. And that's your will right there. Okay. That is a will that does that. Guaranteed retirement income. 2 guarantees for your retirement income. Your monthly income checks stay the same every month, never decreasing, no matter what the stock market does. Your monthly income checks will keep coming to you for your entire life, no matter how long you live.
Wow.
No matter how long you live. Fixed annuities guaranteed. Monthly income checks can be the same every month. Your income will never decrease when interest rates go down. Your monthly income checks will be there as long as you like. And with a lifetime income option, your money will never run out. That means it's like a coin, right? Heads you win, tails you win again. Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
No, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. But safety of principle. This is what I stress to people. The safety aspect. Okay. I mean, you can be rich today and broke tomorrow.
You sure can.
Okay. I mean, it's happening all the time. So we want to avoid that because they say that there's this time horizon, but time's not guaranteed. So
No.
you want to get the max for the minimum right now. And solution, unlike other financial products, fixed annuities guarantee that your principal will never be exposed to market risk. That is not so in a variable annuity. That is not so in an index universal life insurance policy and all these different vehicles out there. So you got to make sure that the path that you're on is going to take you where you want to go. Okay. So, and this is where everything comes into play when you get with a financial planner and your life insurance person, your estate attorney, and all this kind of stuff. And you sit down and you tell them exactly what you want to position yourself to be able to do. Position your assets and your finances and all that kind of stuff. Okay. In the event, God forbid, something happens to you and you can't make these decisions, it's already done.
Right.
Okay? It's already done. So your policy values will never go down because of market fluctuations. And your policy will only go up as your guaranteed interest is credited each month until you take your income payout. So that's a beautiful thing right
That's
there.
huge. Yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing. So how can I guarantee my monthly income and my principal? Monthly income, your interest income after paying income taxes is not enough to meet the increasing cost of living. You need to increase your monthly interest income without adding any investment risk. The solution? Fixed annuity.
Fixed annuity.
It's possible to increase your after-tax income for either more monthly income right now or more monthly income starting at some later date that you pick and lasting for your lifetime and beyond. And I put that and beyond big because we want to talk about what's going to be left to the heirs and all this kind of good stuff. So the solution, with a fixed annuity, there is no market risk. Your money is safe. You can count on the return of 100% of your principal. See, it's like this. You take that lump sum and you put it into a fixed annuity. And then when you reach a certain age, you can take these required RMDs, they're required minimum dispersion. And so you take them and your principal is still sitting there. What you are getting paid on is on the interest.
Right.
The principal is still there. See, and that's a beautiful thing.
That's huge. Yeah.
This is money working for you, not letting these bureaucrats come in there and pick and choose how much they're going to take. Plus an additional return on your money. It's a beautiful situation. There are a lot of strategies too into utilizing these things because we can use a strategy that I call laddering. But that's a whole nother conversation. So I'll get into that at a later date. But here we go. That was the end of this one. Okay. So any questions you may have, please write them down, send them to Steve, and we are going to have a show where we're just going to field the questions. And again, I can be reached at 773-765-4491.
I'll put that in the show.
My website, you're going to do that too.
I'll put that in the show notes as well.
Okay. And of course, mention the book, plug the book and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, of course. Yeah. We got to get the book, Amazon, and we got to leave a review. Yes. And absolutely, I'll put a link for that so people can go right there and purchase it.
All right.
I think the the guys from the business podcast, they purchased it. So I got to make sure they leave a review.
Yeah.
But they were very happy because you increased their viewership. by at least 20,000. So that was amazing.
That's
My friend who does one of the political podcasts, he's a business owner, and he loves everything that you're presenting. He is curious if you're familiar with the New York City mayoral race and your thoughts on Mr. Mamdani, if you have
well,
any.
first and foremost, I would submit to you that it's not a race.
It really isn't a race. That's true.
It's not a race.
It's not.
This is where ignorance and truth butt heads. Okay.
I agree.
I mean, people are so ignorant that they want to put their lives in the hands of somebody that ain't got nothing to do with them. All right. See, we need less government, not more government. See, I'm going to give you just in layman's terms, I'm going to explain to you the difference between communism, socialism, and capitalism. Okay. You got two cows. The government comes along and takes one and gives it to your neighbor. That's communism.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You got two cows. The government comes along and takes both of them from you and then makes you take care of them. That's communism. Okay. You got two cows. The government comes along and takes one and gives it to your neighbor. That's socialism. Okay. Capitalism is simply this. You got two cows. You sell one and buy a bull to make some more little cows.
Exactly. Yeah.
See? And then I've got a presentation, man, called 10 Pillars of Economic Wisdom. Brother, you have got to hear this. Okay. We're going to do that one down the road too. But I mean, we need less government.
100%.
You know that everything that we do has a government tax, permission, or fee associated with it?
Well, that's why I can't understand why our national debt is so high as it is. They're in our pocket for everything.
Well, see, what you got to understand is simply this. Every government purchase is a third-party purchase, meaning that they are using money that they did not earn to buy things they're not going to personally consume. So will there be waste? I'll give you an example. Okay, at your job, right? They're going to reward the person with perfect attendance. And so everybody's going to put in $5 in this kitty. And then at the end, the supervisor is going to decide what the winner gets. And so he gets all this money in this bucket and he goes out and buys a big green frog, right? Because he's using money that's not his to buy something he's not going to personally consume. And so a big green frog sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how government works. They use money that they haven't earned to buy things they're not going to personally consume, and you're supposed to be happy with it.
That's just crazy.
Right.
That's just crazy.
See, our government right now, it could be said that our government right now is a reflection of our population, which is not true. Right? Because our government is riddled with corruption. Riddled. Okay. I mean, nobody can be elected into any position for no 40 years. You have to be totally stupid to believe that.
Chuck Schumer, it's crazy.
For all of them. You know, there needs to be term limits on everybody.
I agree. Or else nothing's going to change.
You got these people running around out here right now. Most of them have a victim mentality.
They do. 100%. They play the victim.
That's why we need more government. We need food stamps. We need this. We need that, and all this kind of stuff. All right? No. What we need to do is you need to get up off your lazy assets.
Yeah.
And get busy. See, because what a lot of foreigners understand that most Americans don't understand is that this is the land of opportunity.
It really is.
You know what? You got all these politicians screaming about the racism and the hate and all this kind of stuff and all that, and still everybody want to come here.
They do in droves.
If it's so bad, why everybody's trying to get here?
Right. Oh, you
It's a
want to come
lie.
here.
It's a lie. They're exercising control, man, and they're banking on people's ignorance. Banking on it.
And that's what it is. That's what it is. But
Right.
that's what I can't get over is in the largest city in the world, New York City, people could be that ignorant to vote for this Mamdani guy who's 33 years old, who couldn't run a lemonade stand.
He's a
And
socialist, man. He's a socialist.
he 100% he is. But
Yes.
I can't believe that he has such a groundswell of support.
Well, you see that groundswell of support could be a flat out lie.
I agree. Yes, I hope it is. I really do.
Because I mean, you got the mainstream media and all this kind of stuff. They've been lying for years. Man.
Well, that's all they do.
That's all they do.
That's all they do is lie. Yeah.
Remember I was telling you about how to get to the truth? This sounds good compared to what?
Compared to what? Yes.
Right. Yeah. See, I mean, they sit up there and got all these people out there cheering for all this stuff. And there were some people that I was looking to do business with and all this kind of stuff, but we can't because it's like oil and water.
Yeah.
Right? You got this person over here screaming to everybody how much of a victim they are. When I'm telling you that you're not a victim, you're victorious.
You are.
Yeah. But it starts with you.
It's a mindset.
Right. And so what you do is you get the right information. I mean, you're going to pick up some wrong information too, but the way that you can negate that is by grabbing a hold to the truth. And how are you going to get to the truth? It is through comparison. Okay. You say, well, what does the Lord say about this? It say, he who don't work should not eat. What does that mean? That means get up off your lazy assets and do something.
You can't have everything handed to you. Absolutely.
No, everything that the government gives to the people, it must first take from the people. And
it will
who
take
are those people? See, our government has just gotten it is grossly oversized.
Oh, it's bursting at the seams. It's bursting at the seams.
Yeah, I mean, we got to slim this thing down. It's got to be slimmed down.
100%.
Yes.
And
that's why I voted for Trump.
I'll ask you one other question because several people asked it. And I know it's politics, but in your best opinion or guesstimation, how long could you see this government shutdown lasting?
You know, that is a very tricky question.
You got to ask this about 20 times, so I figured I'd ask.
So I would say the government shutdown, it won't last. It should be taken care of next month. I mean,
you think it'll be done by in November sometime?
November sometime.
Okay.
However, I am optimistic about the results of what this shutdown is producing, because number one, it is allowing our president to trim more. All right, Doge, if you will.
Doge, right? My God,
he's slimming it down right now, and the Democrats brought this on themselves. All right,
they did.
And the longer they keep it shut down, the more of this garbage that they've been pushing is going to be cut.
Exactly.
The more of it's going to be cut, because they just gave Donald Trump more power than they ever. This wasn't in the equation. All right, this was supposed to be a slap in the face to Donald Trump and the Republican Party.
That's what they expected, but it worked against them.
That's what they thought. But see, they only thought they got that linear thinking. Right? Yes. And they're just thinking in one line. But you know what? There are other lines too. What happens when you hit this detour? All right. And this detour is, we're going to phase you guys out. I mean, after people are seeing what the Democrats are doing, how could you possibly vote Democratic?
That's what blows my mind.
Yeah, how could you possibly? I mean, the Democratic Party is the party of the Ku Klux Klan, all the ills.
And
that
there's
come
no
along with this.
leadership. They're all over the place.
Oh,
They're all over the map.
they got leadership. They just don't know which one it is.
You just don't know what
Yeah.
exactly. They
I
don't
mean,
know what it
they are. I call them democrats myself.
is.
I mean, you look at everything
That's
they
true.
want. Everything they want is antithetical to freedom and responsibility. And like I said earlier, freedom and responsibility is like front and back. See, Democrats want to be free, but they don't want nobody to be responsible.
Responsible? No,
Right?
they don't.
These protests and all this, yeah, you got the right to protest, but your right to protest stops when you cross my line.
100%.
Like I'll put it in simpler terms. Your right to swing your arm is there. You can swing your fist all you want, but when you get close to my nose, your right to swing your fist stops.
It's right there.
And if you do swing and hit me in the nose, there's consequences behind that.
Oh, there are. Yes.
Yeah. Not I'm gonna have to beat you till you smell like onions.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, no, a lot of people, they want to be free, but they don't want to be responsible.
No, they don't. They don't.
At some point in your life, you have got to take 100% responsibility.
You do. You do. You have to take ownership.
Stop,
and you have to take accountability.
relying on this government and all this kind of stuff. I mean, there's so many things wrong with the way things have progressed over the years. Like you take the Fed, the Federal Reserve. 1913. Do you know that since 1913, when the Fed was introduced, that's the same year they introduced the income tax?
I did not know that. No.
But ever since the Federal Reserve's inception, the United States dollar has lost 99% of its value.
Yes, I did know that. Yes.
Right.
It's gone down significantly.
Because what it is, it has turned into a fiat system.
Right.
And if you want to know about fiat, man, look up Weimar Republic of Germany.
Okay. I will.
Weimar Republic. Their money, the inflation was hitting so fast, 1,000% inflation, 10,000% inflation, their money was worthless.
10,000% inflation? Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll make
that's not that 10,000% inflation is a myth. What happened was the money just lost all its value because it was backed up by nothing.
Because you had nothing behind it.
Right, and they want to tell you that if things are costing more. That's not the truth. Things are not costing more.
You said that, yes.
Your dollar is losing value.
Correct.
See, they can't tell you that, but they can tell you, there's inflation. It's a lie.
No.
It's a flat out lie. But everybody uses it. And another term, democracy, right? What is democracy? Democracy means mob rule. Okay? If there are 100 people over there, 10 people over here, those 100 people can decide what to do with them 10 people. But let me let you in on this right here. Our Constitution is written in such a way that the rights of the individual outweigh the rights of the group. So we do not live in a democracy.
We live in a republic, technically, right?
We live in a republic. It says, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the democracy. It's to the republic. Do you know that the term democracy is not found in any of the founding documents?
No, I know that.
Because we don't live in a democracy. So why then is it that everybody's talking about democracy? I would submit to you this: Joseph Goebbels, the minister of propaganda for Adolf Hitler, he said this: if you tell a lie long enough, they will believe it.
They will believe it. And
that's why they got this thing democracy pumping out here. Everybody talking about our democracy, our democracy, our democracy. We do not live in a democracy.
And they initially, when they wrote the Constitution, didn't they want the states to primarily govern themselves and be like their own little countries?
Well, that's what they are, but no, not like their own little countries. Okay,
right.
But to take into consideration the populations that live there, because
Yeah.
what we have right now is we got bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. trying to control the 50 states.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they try to control everything.
That's not how it works. Okay.
Correct.
Local government is supposed to build up, and the federal government takes care of the nation. Okay?
Correct.
But now, what we've got in place is we got a bunch of, for lack of a better term, ignorant people
Very
that are voting for ignorant people.
Very.
Okay? And then you got these elections are rigged and all this kind of stuff. So you don't know if anybody's truly being elected. Now, Donald Trump is the exception, because he did get elected. He got elected in 2020, but they stole it.
He did 100%. And there was proof that it was stolen.
Yes, and that's 100%. How you know. That's how you know that the corruption is so deep, because no one has been held accountable for that.
When I saw the ballot stuffing and all that, I was mortified. I couldn't believe that all that actually happened. But
it's hard to believe. But then you think about this: it happened on a national scale, brother.
No, it didn't.
It's not just an isolated incident. So you know that the dark side on high, man, is in total control of that.
And my friend who does the political show, he's convinced that the protesters, the Democratic protesters, are paid to protest.
Yes, they are.
That is true.
Because you know what?
That's what he said.
I shudder when I say this, man. But do you know that you can pay somebody to do anything?
I believe that. Yes, I believe you can pay someone to do everything's got a price. He said that. Yeah, he said that all the protesters are paid. And I was like, come on, really? Like, they pay people to do this? He's like, 100% they do.
They're driving dissension.
Yes.
They're telling people what is good is bad and what's bad is good. The days of Noah, my brother.
Jeez. And he also believes that if we don't get things squared away, he predicts like another civil war in the next 10 years. I think he's
I wouldn't say the next 10 years, but what I would say is this right here. Results are fair. They're hard, but they're fair. So we look at the results of what's going on as far as Trump's leadership and all this kind of good stuff, because what a lot of people don't understand is that the business of America is business.
Yeah.
All right. And that's what we got to get back to, because this country has produced in just over 250 years more wealth than the rest of the world combined.
He talks about that all the time. In 250 years, we produce more than these European countries that have been around for thousands.
Why do you think they came up with the European Union? They're trying to replicate the United States. See, what a lot of people don't understand, remember I brought this up, the United States of America is simply the largest trading bloc on the planet.
Right.
And that's what I mean. Americans, they buy everything.
We do.
We buy everything.
We buy it all.
From everywhere.
We don't think twice about it. We're happy to give you our money.
And then we get to this place called retirement and wonder why the cupboard is empty. And then you look back over all these years of all that wasted.
And you had your eyes closed, or you weren't paying attention. My God.
Well, Rob, all right, brother.
I got to thank you. Great presentation. Great show. I'll edit it up, and we appreciate it. And we will definitely have a question answer period, because you're opening a lot of eyes. And for Robb Hill, R Hill Enterprises, Inc., this has been In Focus. I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at